so much fun and actually way easier than it looks like. It all has to do with not playing the string that you think you should be playing. That's coming up. Hi, my name is David Wallerman. Welcome to this channel, which is all about helping guitar players like yourself find their voice on the instrument, develop it to tell their own musical story. And if you have been watching my videos, yes, I am still very much in love with the Vola guitar. I just brought back the Ibanez because it's got a thinner neck and it's going to be easier for me to demonstrate this. And sometimes change is good, but man, yes, this is still awesome. Anyways, today I'm going to show you a very simple exercise that you can take and develop into more complex exercises and fit it to your own playing, to your own musical vocabulary. And I will show you all that. And seriously, if you have your guitar next to you, grab it, because I would love for you to do the exercises in real time. It's really going to help you strengthen that connection that you have with the instrument. If you just watched the video, awesome, but really, grab your guitar. Let's get started. Before we get started, we need to ask ourselves, why is it difficult to play fast? Well, it's not the speed itself. The speed itself is easy. Let's play these three notes, for example, on the high E string, frets 9, 7, 5. Let's play them really fast. Okay, that's not too hard. What's hard is stamina. Because if I add 20 notes to those three, I'm going to start to lose control, maybe. And in that case, I know myself, and I will. If I repeat these, it's not one hand is faster than the other. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to be the case for everyone, but for me, that's the case, and it's stamina. Stamina is the problem. So what we need to figure out here is to find a pattern, a repeating pattern, like this one, for example, or something else, that will allow me to take mini rests within my sequence to kind of recharge my energy, because it's all about energy when we're playing. So let's take this idea here across two consecutive strings. We're going to do something, maybe something like this. That kind of repeating pattern. Okay, let me teach you that first. There are two notes per string. We'll start on the second string, frets 8, 7, 8. That's three notes. Then on the next string, the first string, we'll play fret 7, 10, 7. Okay, and then we're going to repeat that over and over, giving us 6 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so try that on your own, on your guitar. Do alternate picking only. That's all you want. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Let's just try that together at a comfortable speed. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And gradually increase that speed. Does it feel uncomfortable? Yes, it does to me. And that's because the stamina thing, and we basically need to build into that sequence a tiny little burst of revitalizing, is that how you pronounce it? Energy. Something to give you a tiny mini rest, which will allow you to do the rest and the rest of the sequence. That rest will only last one note. That's all you need to kind of recharge. So what we're going to do here is, instead of doing down, up, down, up, down, up, the rest that we're going to build is going to be, we're going to start like this. 1, down, up, down, and then instead of going up here and striking that note right here, we're actually going to do a pull-off. But here's the trick. That pull-off, as I'm doing the pull-off here, my right hand is still going to do that movement up, but it's not going to be as tiring because I'm not having the resistance of the string here. So I'm still doing down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up with my right hand, but all those movements are not encountering strings each time. Most of the time, yes. except between 1, 2, 3, 4, between notes 5 and 6. My right hand is not playing that 6, but it's doing the same movement to position itself where it should for the next sequence, repeated sequence. In other words, my right hand is doing pluck, 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 no pluck. Yeah, you hear the sound of a pluck, but that's the pull off. So you might just want to practice that first. Down, you go up, but you don't play the string. Down, up without playing the string. If I play this really slowly, my right hand is still doing that continuous movement, but one of these movements is easier because I'm not encountering that resistance there. And that makes a huge difference. Let's try this at fast speed with pure alternate picking. I'm going to pluck every single string, and we'll see what happens. Alrighty, it sounds very slappy. My right hand is not used to that. Now let's build in that jump of the string. I'm not plucking that string on the 6th note. It's way cleaner, and I can last a lot longer, and I don't feel as fatigued because I don't have resistance each time. And that's very important. And that's the exercise that I would recommend you do. Do it at a very slow speed first. Get used to that movement. You can alternate the notes. Just experiment. Maybe different frets. And gradually increase that. That exercise is the basis of a lot more musical ideas. You can expand that. Maybe you can skip a string. So instead of having this, like we had originally, well, instead of doing it on the 2nd string and the 1st, do it on the 3rd and the 1st. That sounds kind of cool. There's a lot of different things you could do because we're only using 2 strings. We're only using 2 notes per string. The basis of the exercise is exactly the same. It's a rhythm type of thing, but I think it sounds good. You could apply that to a lot of things. Why not, oops, who's that? Hey, that's a habit. That's Jesse. Who's Jesse? You must be curious. I'm basically working on a collaboration video with Jesse, Daryl Gable, Chris Buono, Jennifer Batten, Mika Hatiska, Levi Clay, and it's going to be awesome. It's coming up soon, and anyways, that phone call was a yes to a question that I asked them, and that's going to be awesome. That's coming up soon. Back to the lesson. Okay, so let's try this with a pentatonic scale. How about a B minor pentatonic? Why? Because within that B minor pentatonic, or any pentatonic for that matter, we can easily have 2 notes per string. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So we could do something like this maybe. And so forth. Something like that. And there's so many things that we can play with just with that exercise. So really, this lesson is an idea. Hopefully that's going to spark something else. Just realize that when you're playing, you can make things easier by just avoiding one friction with a string, and that's going to probably open up a lot of new things. Sometimes that's all it takes. So what I would suggest is you get comfortable with that particular exercise on your own, in your office, in your workroom or whatever, like basically no distraction, just to get the gist of it. Then you take that, and that's the kind of exercise that you can do when you're passive practicing. If you don't know what that is, that's basically when you're just noodling on your guitar in front of a a show or whatever, and that's going to be beneficial. You're going to find new things, but do the work first, a few minutes, undistracted, so you're getting comfortable with the actual exercise, and then see what it brings you. If this was your first visit on this channel, you should subscribe, because I have about 3 videos coming every single week, helping guitar players like yourself find their voice on the instrument, develop it to tell their own musical story. You have something beautiful to say, nobody else can say it that way. I'll see you next time.